Oh, here's a nibble. No, doesn't want to take it. So if the fish are just nibbling and it's nice and calm out, oh, there's a nice nibble. It might be time to try a drop shot, a little bit, something a little bit more stealthy. Look at him just nibbling away on there, but won't take it, just biting the end of the worm. So I might just stop here and try drop shot in a little bit. I don't know if you can see my rod, it was going crazy there with the nibbles. Give it one more minute here and then I'll turn around and try some drop shot there. Okay, so for the drop shot, they sell special hooks for drop shot. As you can see that the dropper line goes through the eyelet with a drop shot weight. You can use any weight, but drop shot weight is just easier to change. And then you just hook on the worm or the minnow through the nose. I'm using quite light line, about 6-pound test here if I recall correctly. I'm just going to drop it down. Let it hit the bottom. It's down back here so maybe you can see the rod tip. Okay, now when it hits bottom, I'm going to reel up, and what you want is sort of a semi-slack line. So you can see here the line's slack, that means the weight's on the bottom and I'm holding the line tight. If I drop the line down just a little, the rod tip down just a little bit, now we have sort of semi-slack. And that makes it easier for the fish to suck in the bait. So it's a very stealthy move, and what'll happen if there's any fish down there, it will indeed suck in the bait. You probably can't see me because of the light there, so maybe what I'll do is I'll turn around and make it easier. So what you're going to do is you're going to drop the line down all the way to the bottom. You can see the line going down. Hits the bottom, reel up the slack. I've actually got a fish. That probably worked. Oh, he's off. He took my worm. Well, we'll try another worm. That didn't feel like a perch. That felt like a walleye. As soon as it hit the bottom, it took it in, which is really what you want to do. Is okay, so now it's on the bottom. I'm going to reel up the slack, and then you're going to, now it's semi-slack. See how the line's loose there? That supposedly makes it easier for the fish to suck it in. There we go, we got one here. On the drop shot. I think he's gone around my motor or what? Very nice walleye. There we go. Here's a nice drop shot walleye. Try not to break my line here. Yeah, as you can see, he swallowed the thing quite well. So there's a nice drop shot walleye. That one here, I'm going to keep him for supper, I think. I'm just going to double check the size. No, he's too big. He's going back. Here he goes. Very nice. Drop shot walleye. Another drop shot walleye. Just a little guy this time. There we go. Walleye on the drop shot. Big problem, of course, is that they tend to probably swallow these suckers. That's probably not a good thing. There you go. Back you go. Right down to the bottom. Wind is starting to push me around here. So ideally, if you had spot lock, you would not be having, it would be a whole lot easier. I don't have spot lock on my motor. It's a really old trolling motor. So I really have to wait. I either have to drop anchor, which I don't like to do, or I have to wait until it's nice and calm out, which it was. Now the wind's coming up. But if you have spot lock in particular, and you're looking for a stealthy way to fish, drop shot is probably the way to go. There we go. A drop shot walleye. Actually another decent one too, eh? Look at that. Very nice. Very nice drop shot walleye. Back he goes. Here we go. We got another one. And another frisky drop shot walleye. Look at that, eh? Back he goes. Very nice. Boat's swinging around like crazy. Must be driving you guys crazy. Getting dizzy. We got snagged. That's not a fish. Oh well. Probably a perch, eh? Oh no, it's a nice walleye. There we go. Another walleye on the drop shot. Very nice, very nice. So if you need something when the fish are just sort of nipping on your lure and you want something a little more stealthy, there you go. That's what you use, a drop shot. Works very well. And you don't have to use the standout hooks that are made for it. These are the standout hooks that are made for it. And you don't have to use those. You can just use an octopus hook, for example, just any hook. But this just happens to stand it out a little nicer, which I kind of like. You don't have to use it though. This one here feels like a fairly good one. Yeah, not too bad. Be another eater. Very nice. Another drop shot walleye. Another good eater. Another good eating sized walleye. It's kind of at the top end of the eating range, that one. Here we go. Look at that, eh? Very nice. Whoa. Back he goes to the deep. I've only got like, I'm not sure if this is 4-pound test or 6-pound test on it, so I'm probably going to have to use the net regardless of how big this thing is. Oh, and that's a nice one too. There we go. Nice wally on the drop shot. Come on here, dude. Okay. Whoa. Well, he really wanted to get back. That wasn't a bad fish on the drop shot. Okay, so I'm going to drop the hook down. There's the worm, drop shot hook, and the weight. Drop it down. To the bottom. Oh, oh, oh! Did you see that? The son of a gun took my worm. And there goes my worm. That's it for my worm. Very nice. Oh my God. Yeah, I just lost 2 in a row turning the camera on. That's annoying. Okay, well, we're going to do drop shot on a frozen minnow. I was just doing that, and I actually had a bite, and I had it set, but I lost the fish when I was trying to turn on the camera. So I'll show you how to rig up the. This is a frozen salted minnow, and really, all you do is hook it underneath the chin and through the top of the head like that, and it hangs very natural in the water. And I did get a bite right away. Right now I'm probably a little bit too deep to drift it over, but we'll give it a try. Whoa! I wasn't really paying attention. You saw the rod go down, right? Yeah, the rod went down real good. He took my minnow, and I didn't get him because I wasn't paying attention. Well, we'll try it again. Okay. Do you like the frozen minnows? These are frozen salted minnows. So, underneath the chin, I don't know if you can see that, underneath the chin, through the top of the head, he just swims naturally. Yeah, I should have had that one. A lot of fun to catch because you can see the rod. It's very reactive. You know, you're watching the rod tip move, you're watching your line move. You do have to pay attention, but it's a lot of fun. And then because you're using a very fast action rod and a very light line, the fish are really fighting, you know, so it's a lot of fun to catch them. I'm not actually seeing anything. I have an old sonar. I'm not actually seeing anything on the sonar, but there's still fish down there. Cone is very narrow. This tends to tends to draw them in. There we go. We got him this time. Just a little guy, probably a perch, eh? Yes, it's a perch. Wouldn't you know? Who's stealing your bait but a perch? And you know, the little sucker he's eaten, swallowed the whole thing. This one here is going to be food. Anyway, there you go. Nice little perch. There we go. Another little drop shot walleye. Very good. Want a little bigger? Yes. I should be using the net on this because I've only got 6-pound text. We'll take them out. There we go. Another nice little drop shot walleye. That would have been a really nice eater, that one. This is a great little stealthy technique for when the fish are just nibbling or neutral, because here we are, we're in August, and fish are very well fed. And they're not inclined to really bite, but they will nibble at something that comes along in front of their nose. So with this, you're basically dropping it right on them and enticing them to bite. And they just kind of nibble at it, and they just sort of inhale it. Because it's slack, there's no resistance. The rod itself is very fast action, what you call a fast action nowadays. This isn't a graphite rod, this is an old fiberglass rod. But it would have
you know, what you would call a fast action. In other words, there's lots of bend in the tip, and that way it's a little bit like Lindy rigging in the way that you kind of let the fish take it, and so he doesn't feel it. And then when you feel the weight on there, that's when you set the hook. Well, if you've got something out of this drop shot video today, please hit the thumbs up button and let us know. And if you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comments below. And once again, thanks a lot for watching.